nta yeo wa etsa o ya ko shopong tse ditona o reka khabishe o reka tamati o reka ditapole ka yone tšhelete ya ka e le re nna ke bolaya batho ka e le reng rona ba re ntshang dikuno re bolaya batho e le re motsoko wa bolaya o tsaya yone tšhelete o phedisa lapa la gage a la re le bone ba berekisa mo strateng ba a kere ba ska di bapatsa ba feleletse e le gore yaanong le bone malapa a bone a sotlega ka lebaka la gore rona re rutegile re re no this thing e causa cancer re na le batho ba bantsi ba swileng mo lefatsheng ba bolawa ke cancer ba sa tsubi nna ke paki ya teng ke na le mama ka o tlhokafetse nna sa tsubi na sa da sa iri sep o bolelwe ke kankere e gompieno re reng kankere ko tswa ke motsoko a re bue nnete nako nngwe re ska batla gore go nne le ko re iphitlhang teng ka ntlha gore motsoko go kwetse gore o ka causa cancer o ka go bolaya bere re ke nnete dilo tseo ke nnete tseo ke tlhaloganyo tsa rona batho ba kwetseng bo ke tlhaloganyo tsa bone ke a leboga.
Hold on before you interpret, please. I'm going to request you not to speak that long. I think it's just going a bit too far. The last two speakers, you're just taking it too far. Please, thank you.
Chairperson Mandla Nkosimole face my name, and greetings to you and everybody here. Let me start with this disclaimer. In Setswana bare mo e bonang setopo go na le manong. So where there's a dead body, you'll definitely see some eagles flying around that. Secondly, I don't think a smart person will be standing here and discrediting those that are not educated. Perhaps because you are more knowledgeable and we are less educated, it does not mean we are inferior to you. So myself as Mandla, I'm not here to impress anyone or to show people that I can talk. So I will go straight to my point, which is the discussion of today. And I think the implementation of this bill will definitely contribute to the loss of jobs. And I also believe that if you own something, you'll fight for it. If you don't benefit anything from that particular thing, there's no point of you fighting for it. So my question is to you, Parliament, if you sell something, now that your bill restricts us from displaying tobacco, how should our consumers now know about our products? And this goes to the same products that are sold except for cigarettes. Things like tomato, your meat, and etc. I'm a farmer myself, and I believe that you all know that tobacco also gives you some heartburn, and similarly, one could also suffer from gout from consuming a lot of meat. So I agree with my colleagues that we, of course, frequently undergo some medical check in our company, and here we are still standing. There are no issues with us. So, it's bad to see people submitting existing researches here as if it's their own product. Some of you are just reading from existing researches, but yet you claim that you are smarter than us. We are adults, and truth be told, that you are actually our products. We taught you better than what you think you have read. And of course, as employees of tobacco production company, we contribute to your NSFAS. So the tax that we pay you is the same money that you guys are enjoying with your NSFAS. So we are not really jealous of you. We just putting some disciplinary measures to say, don't undermine us because you are not educated. Chairperson, lastly, in this very same town, there are families that are surviving from selling cigarettes. But if you put a stop to display of cigarettes, how should now they advertise their products? So it's a humble request to from myself to you to allow us to trade in cigarettes, because we have a lot of people that are surviving from these cigarettes. And the notion that people die from cancer as a result of smoking cigarette, that research for me is non-existent, because we've seen a lot of people that have died, but not as a result of cancer. So smoking cigarettes doesn't necessarily contribute as a deadly disease. Thank you very much.
I think I need to remind everyone that we've had a wonderful meeting so far. I've just been reminded of some words which were expressed, and in particular by the last speaker. Please don't rub each other up and don't say anything to each other which will provoke anything else, things like undermining each other, etc. I don't think I'm going to take kindly to that. There is no right or yes, you have your own opinions. We will make our decisions. The more you speak here doesn't mean that it will influence our decision. It doesn't mean you must speak for 10 minutes, 8 minutes, or 6 minutes, and it doesn't mean you must come from all over South Africa and repeat yesterday, today, and tomorrow. It's not going to make a difference because we do recognize who was here yesterday, who is here today, who will be there tomorrow. Please, and then again as a reminder, please hand your submissions to the table if you want to make written submissions. But it's not going to help you to come and say the same thing repeatedly. Thank you. I'm going to be timing you really now. When I show you to stop, please stop. Thank you.
Thank you. My name is Pilile Makunga. I'm a master's research student researching about tobacco and nicotine use with the South African Medical Research Council. I am in full support of the entire bill. As a child, I would be very curious at the items placed and displayed when passing by the kiosk at the grocery store. At the time, it was mostly cigarettes. And I'm certain most of us here have looked over the counter to the displayed products, tobacco products, and wondered. Now, there's also colorful packages of hookah flavors, electronic cigarettes, and they even use LED lights to bring more attention to these products. Tell me, how likely are you to be attracted and to actually purchase items that are below eye level or at the bottom shelf? With these colorful and attractive colors of these products, the youth is the target audience. The warning signs are barely even visible. The sale of e-cigarettes and hookah is not restricted and therefore easily accessible to all age groups. You find them at the malls, kiosk in grocery store, tuck shops. They are placed with snacks and that are usually desired and bought by children. Placing cigarettes and other tobacco products next to sweets and chips that are mostly bought by children, who is the target there? From the research we conducted, university participants mentioned that they started smoking in schools and these products are available next to their schools. Participants also mentioned that they also rent out hookah pipes from the internet cafes, a place meant for educational purposes. This is why these products should be removed from eye-level placement and plainly packaged with visible graphic health warnings. The future is the youth. Is there going to be a future if we start damaging their brains and lungs now? We have brothers, sisters, cousins, friends, and some of you have children in schools who are vulnerable. Let's protect our children, the youth, and preserve the future. Thank you.
Modula stilo ndetlalle gore ke ikitsise ke nna Philile Makunga mme ke dumalana le molaotheo o re leng fa gompieno ka one. Ebile ke bua yana ke le o mongwe wa ba batlisisi ba tobacco e leng researcher in tobacco. Go le gantsi re bona dilwana tse di biwang di-habli di rekisiwa mo di-shelfseng kgotsa mo di-shopong ka maswabi di rekisiwa yalo le maswitsi kgotsa mazimba for bana or dimonamone. So seo se dira gore bana ba kgone go fitlhelela di-electronic devices tse kgotsa tse di tsubuang tse ba re ke di-habli le di-vapes. So ke tshepa gore tshwanetse re tsenye molao o tirisong gore re kgone go sireletsa setšhaba sa rena segolobogolo yang bana. So dikuno tsa motsoko ga di a siama le seng. Ka jalo nna ke le Philile Makunga ke dumana le molao ebile ka re puso ya rena e sireletsa setšhaba sa rena. Ke a leboga.
Hello, everyone. I am Kolade. I'm part of the Protect Our Next initiative that seeks to protect future generations. I'm part of a Green Creatives agency that seeks to make a better world, better country, and I'm an African youth ambassador. And I am in support of this bill. I'm in support of this bill because smoking is dangerous, and we know this. We've known this for a very long time. There's research on this. There's research on the dangers of smoking, that smoking causes illness and death. It's a poison, and it's addictive. I have friends that I went to school with that started smoking, and they've all tried to stop. Some, thankfully, have managed to stop, but many are still struggling. We want to see more health warnings on packages so we can see exactly what effects smoking has on us, so we can see the effects of this poison. I've never picked up a cigarette in my life, and a large part of that is because when I was young, when I was a small kid, I actually saw graphic images of the effects of smoking, and it frightened me. Till today, it's still in my mind. So that's why I will never touch a cigarette. We have vending machines that are placed next to chips, next to sweets, where there are no bouncers. Nobody's there to check your ID, to check your age, nothing like that. As part of our Protect Our Next initiative, we actually get called by schools to come talk to children about smoking. And vape has become a serious issue because kids don't understand that vape still has harms. It's less harms than, it may be less harms than smoking, but it still has harms. It's not harmless. And some parents don't know this either. Some parents do know this, and they are super worried about this. And it makes sense, because when you look at the way vape companies advertise, bubblegum flavors, who are bubblegum flavors for? They launch new vape products with parties. This isn't saying that smoking is bad. This seems more like recruiting new customers. And finally, we have given a submission, and we're going to present this case study later. We had a 13-year-old that in an hour managed to go to 5 different vape stores and get vape products. And the type of conversation that this child had with these people selling to her was that these are the flavors that are popular amongst your age group. A 13-year-old. We will present this case study later on, but vaping does definitely need regulation. Thank you.
Morila stilo motsamaisi leina la ka ke Collate, and ke tswa mo lekaleng le ba bitsang ba re ke Crew Agency. Ke di ngwanana le molaothomo modula stilo re tlileng ka one fa ka gore ke nnete gore go goga motsoko gone go kotsi thata ebile motsoko one ka bone ke tšhefu. Jaanong nna ke le Collate ke gatelela kgang ya gore tshwanetse go nne le tsamaiso e e siameng ya dithekiso tsa motsoko. Jaanong ke ire sekai ya ka tsala ya me e ke itseng nna le yona re tswa kgakala o santse re telelwa le gompieno go tlogela motsoko ka lebaka la addiction. O solotse go goga motsoko a santse le monnyane thata. Yaanong go na le se sengwe se se bitswang ba re ke vape ebile se tsentswe se kgatlha ba bantsi tota ka lebaka la gore se na le se ba se bitsang ba re ke di-flavors tse ba dirang yalo ditshupetso ka tsone. So dikgwebo tse dintsi ba bapatsa di-flavor tse kgotsa ba displaya kgotsa ba advertisa di-vapes ka di-flavor tse go gokela batho gore ba ithe ba re vape ke seo se se siametseng setšhaba. So ga ba tlhaloganye gore vape e lone e na le kotsi thata. So mo dipatlisisong tsa rona in our researches re nnile yalo le motsayakarolo e leng ngwana wa 13 years o ileng a etela makala kgotsa di-shop tse di rileng go tla go tlhatlhoba kgotsa go bontsha di-different flavors tsa di-vapes. And yaanong mo go rona re tsaya gore molao tshwanetse o ganetsane le thekiso e ya di-electronic devices tse e leng tsone di-vapes, because go goleng ga ka ke bone ditshwantsho kgotsa tsone di-graphic pictures ka botlhoko bo e leng gore batho ba iponela mo go bone ka lebaka la go tsuba motsoko ka lebaka la gore mafatlha a bone ga a kgatlhise gompieno e le ka lebaka la motsoko o. Ke a leboga.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. It's Hepo Malapisi, and I'm representing Limpopo Tobacco Processor, Rustenburg. Na ke dumela hore government ga e enough go ruta batho ka tiriso e e siameng le kotsi ya motsoko. That is why dilo tse di diragalang nou yana di etsagala, batho ba lwala go etsagala eng. So now I've been working for this company for more than 15 years. More than 15 years. And Kinaleng on Musan, she's almost 11. And it's a game of support in the children. And as for health implications, I've never had any. Because company rona buy every day. Recreate safety. So Tabaure go tswa di rush go mmerekong ke utlwa gona cause a ke itse kwa e ba ntse di rush ke thomo utlwa gona mo. So I totally disagree and I'm against this bill. Even our farmers they're starting to retrieve from producing tobacco because of all these laws that are binding them. Now they're starting to fall back. They're not they canceling this tobacco thing. So I'm against the law, and my closing statement is down with the bill. Thank you.
Chairperson, my name is Tsepo, and I don't agree with the bill, firstly. And secondly, I don't agree with the people that are claiming that when you smoke cigarette, you start developing some rashes and all those after effects. For the past 15 years, I've been working for this company, and I agree with my colleagues that there are no complications of working for Limpopo tobacco production. So I don't stand with this bill. I'm against the bill, and that is my second point. Lastly, the government is not educating people enough, actually, about the danger of cigarettes. So maybe you need to just extend your hand to inform communities more about the consumption of cigarettes. But myself, working for this company for the past 15 years, I don't have issues with this tobacco. Thank you very much.
Good afternoon. My name is Shai Starbucks, and I work for a comms company that is a clean creative. We run the On the Ground for the Protect Our Next campaign. I am not here to give you guys facts. I'm here to tell you that I work on the ground with communities, with schools, with taxi drivers, with people that have been affected by this tobacco products. I am for the bill in every single way. With regards to vending machines, I would like them to see them banned. We see kids walking into schools with vapes, with cigarettes, with all of those products, getting them at vending machines where there is nobody there to actually stand and man how old they are whilst they are buying these products. We see kids going to spaza shops in communities for their parents and buying cigarettes, buying loose straws, buying full packets, and because they are recognized by the people in the shops, they are sold these products. They are not asked their age, they are not told that they are underage, that they cannot buy these products. I have worked in a specific community where one of the schools had 11 students caught vaping on the school premises. Instead of giving them a detention, the school gave them positive reinforcement by making them ambassadors as part of our program. We've educated them